So I'm here at VW Driver Day in Milton Keynes, and I have just tried this new Volkswagen Arteon. Got amazing new technology which can potentially save lives, which is very impressive. And I've got Mike Orford here, who's head of PR at Volkswagen UK. And Mike, can you tell us, this has got something called Emergency Assist 2.0 fitted. How can that save people's lives on the road?
It could potentially help someone. I mean, I don't want to guarantee it will save a life. You never know. There's so many factors involved in this, but I can tell you exactly how it works. So it's a step on from emergency assist. It works with 4 systems already in the car, and they work together. So the first system is the adaptive cruise control, which is using radars to monitor the distance from the car in front. The second system is side assist, so it shows when a car is just alongside you in your blind spot. The third system is lane assist. So that measures, it looks at the white lines in the road and sees when you're straying outside of those. Yes. So it recognises lanes. And the third one is park assist, where it can actually move the steering wheel for you, which you experienced today, didn't you? Yes. So those 4 taken together, this is where it gets really clever. If a driver is going along and suddenly, for whatever reason, becomes incapacitated, and perhaps they've, the worst case, they've had a heart attack, or maybe they've actually just fallen asleep, passed out, whatever. The system, after a while, the system will start to detect that there's been no input, either in the steering wheel, the braking, or the accelerator, and it will then try to wake or jolt the driver into, waking up or being more alert. So there'll be a bleep from the dash. There'll be some subtle, well, not so subtle brake jolts to wake the driver up like that, and it's flashing lights in the dashboard. If that doesn't work, then it kicks in proper, and what it does is, a few things. The hazard lights will come on. The car will move gently within the lane. This is to alert other drivers in the road. Between the combination of the hazards on and the car weaving gently, people will think, what's going on now, and give it more space, hopefully. It then uses the combination of those 4 systems I spoke about to gradually move to the side of the road where safe to do so. Eventually, for example, on the motorway, parking up on the hard shoulder with its hazard lights on and stationary. So that's the reason for it. Whereas, of course, in a traditional car, that could be it. The driver could just plough on and then crash.
Potentially it could cause a collision on the road and lead to fatalities. So so at the moment, the only Volkswagen model that this is available on is on this new Arteon.
This is our most recent car and our flagship, and obviously, like all technology on Volkswagens, it tends to filter from there into our new models. So we'll be seeing more of this. This is fairly early days on autonomous driving, as you know. It's only really level 1, 2 at best. Level 5 is a long way off, but once you get to level 5, the possibilities there are really quite
so potentially, if
really.
this is end of 2017, this is available in a Volkswagen today. So we can only imagine that maybe 10, 15, 20 years down the line, Volkswagen and other cars of the future may build upon this driver assistance technology, and one day, in a situation where you are incapacitated at the wheel, it may even be able to drive you to A&E, to the nearest hospital, rather than just stopping at the side of the hard shoulder. But so it makes, I want people to think that, if this is already here today, what could we be building in the future?
Of course, yeah, and you're right, with level 5, if a car is fully autonomous, there's absolutely no reason why that wouldn't then work with that system, and the potential there is to drive to a hospital, for example, to an emergency room, to get that driver assistance as quick as possible and alert the emergency services. So that's all theoretically possible once we move to level 5 autonomous driving. But for now, this system, at least, while there's always no guarantees, it only works within the laws of physics, and you can't guarantee what other drivers are going to do. With all those monitoring systems going by, I'd rather have that in place personally, and know that that's going to happen. You've got a better chance if you passed out behind the wheel than if you have none of those systems at all. So, hopefully, yes, if it saves even one life, it's worthwhile.
Absolutely. Okay. Thank you very much, Mike.
Thank you.
Cheers. Bye bye.